I thought it would be a fun idea to do my makeup before my eye makeup before I do my face makeup. Now I should have done it the other way around, I think. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It is so nice to be in front of this backdrop again, filming for you all. I did get requested to do a lot more vlogs and that's what I was doing, but to be back in front of this backdrop feels super good. So today, obviously by the title of the video, I'm going to be doing a Colourpop no filter foundation review. I also got the no filter setting powder and I also got the no filter sheer pressed powder. So I'm super excited to try those. What is that, hair? So I'm just gonna be using the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. I'm just going to be getting maybe a pea size and just re-putting it onto my face. So the primer I'm going to be using is my Benefit Professional Primer. It has been a hot minute since I have filmed an actual makeup video. Although this isn't a tutorial, it is a review, but still it's been a hot minute. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's super cute. It's a very like light pink nude color, the packaging, and then you take out the foundation, and it is glass, the bottle. It does have stars on it, which is super cute, and it does have a pump. The brush I'm going to be using today is this flat top foundation brush from Wet n Wild. So to start off, I'm just going to, oh, okay, it's a twist pump, cool. So I'm just gonna start off with 2 pumps. And I'm just gonna start gradually putting this on my face. What color is this? I got it in Fair 25. I might have to get it in a one shade darker, possibly, just because it is the summertime right now, and yeah, I might have to get it one shade darker just because my neck has a lot of yellow undertones versus my face. If it were just my face that I'm matching the product, then it would be perfect, but obviously you're supposed to match it with your neck. And I do have a lot of yellow undertones on my neck, so I'm gonna have to get this in another color. Oh yeah, for sure, this is too white. I'll make it work. So I'm just pressing it into my face and making sure I'm blending it evenly. I mean, yeah, it's just, it's too white. I'm so disappointed. I thought it looks good outside of the bottle, and then when you put it on, like, it looks too white. For my forehead, I'm going to use my Beauty Blender just because since I already have my brows on. Just gonna take the excess off of the foundation brush and just continuing onto my forehead. I really thought I picked the right color. I'm kind of bummed out. That's the only bad thing. I never purchase foundations online just because I can't see them in person. I can't tell. This foundation looked really dark to me on a line, and I didn't obviously want to get like such a dark one and it not be the right one. So I'll probably give this one to my sister, but for the meantime, I think it's okay. So as far as the coverage, it is very good coverage. I do have problematic skin for those of you who are new watching my videos. My acne is much better than when I had acne in high school. I do break out occasionally. So as far as that coverage, it seems real good right now. I'm just evening it out since I did start off with the foundation brush. My brows came out and won today. My skin is, I would say it's combination just because I do get very dry, but then I also have my oily moments. Mainly, especially in the winter, it's super dry. So that's the final of it. I do need to get one shade darker, most definitely. As far as the way my skin looks on here versus in person, of course it's going to be a little bit different due to the lighting quality and etc. But I'm very pleased with the coverage. It's very lightweight, but I still got my full face covered. My redness is covered. It's not cakey, it's not heavy. So far so good. Yay. I'm really bummed that I have to get, or I have to give this to my sister. She just copped a new foundation. Next, I'm gonna go on to concealer. I already have my Colourpop. This is the No Filter Concealer. This is in the color Light 10. I actually purchased this on the website when it was a sale going on 2 for $10, which was really good. And I don't need a lot of this concealer. One pump, not pump, but I just get it out of the packaging when I unscrew it, I guess. And that's all I need. I don't need to keep, you know, dipping the product in there to pick up more to put on my face. Just that alone is perfect. This concealer is really good. I used to be obsessed with the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I purchased this concealer, and this concealer is great because, yes, let's say after, you know, a good amount of hours at work go by, once it's already getting close to the end of the day, I do find it right here creasing a tad a bit, but that's just how my normal, it lightly creases right here. So that's normally anytime, even when I don't have makeup on, I notice that when I look in the mirror. But with the Tarte Shape Tape, I felt like it enhanced that crease. And I tried it with different setting powders. you know, the Laura Mercier, which is one of my favorites, versus the Coty Airspun, and it still would crease. But with this Colourpop concealer, I notice with the Laura Mercier and with the Coty Airspun powder, it has to be a good 5 hours that pass after I've put on my face in the morning where I will notice that light crease right there. So I think that's pretty good. But yeah, let's move on. The next is the No Filter setting powder. So it just looks like this. And I really like the packaging. Let me take off this. So all I'm gonna do, of course, is just put a little bit into the lid, and the color that I got is translucent. I feel so naked without my nails, like so naked. I'm gonna be using this Morphe R3 brush, and I'm just going to tap that onto the cap. And I'm gonna start putting that on only where I put concealer. So only on my T-zone. It doesn't smell like anything. The Coty Airspun smells really, really, really good. A lot of people say it smells like Old Lady, but I really like it. So far, so good. Of course, it locks in where I put the concealer. It does not feel heavy. Some setting powders that I have tried, for instance, the Maybelline, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's just like a white translucent powder. When I put that onto my face, I felt like a brick was like suffocating my face. I felt so just cakey, and I only put a little bit on there, and it's like, okay, how do they expect you to set in the product if you put a little amount on and you feel like, I felt like my face was getting pulled back like that. It felt so gross, and I ended up returning it, and I've never bought it again. But this feels very lightweight. It set my face very good. Super excited. I'm impressed. I love Colourpop as it is, and the fact that they, you know, came out with more items to choose from as far as for your makeup routine. I am super thrilled because I might not even need to go to the drugstore anymore to buy anything. I'm just gonna stick to Colourpop. Their lipsticks are great, their highlighters are great, their eyeshadows are great, their satin lips, matte, lip glosses, lip liners, brow pomade. I've tried majority of everything from Colourpop. I've been buying Colourpop for a long time, and I guess since makeup versus even a good 5 years ago to now, it's so hype now that, you know, they are expanding their brand, and it's really great because I would just, you know, basically it used to be just eyeshadows and lip products, and then it slowly is transforming to the whole nine, and I'm super excited. So let me stop rambling. Okay, so next is the No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder. So it's cute. It says put me on your face. I don't know if you can see, but it says it right there. So it just looks like this. And I'm not gonna take off the little, it has like a little film, like a sticker. I'll leave that on there. But that's just what it looks like. So what I'm gonna do, this is the Morphe E41. I'm just gonna lightly tap into that and just set my cheeks. Just buff everything out and just go over a little bit everything. So of course I only use that for my cheeks just because I set everything else with the setting powder on my T-zone, because that's where I put my concealer. By the way, this pressed powder is in the color Light. I'm really happy with the translucent and this light powder. The only thing is, of course, I'm going to get one, I believe one shade darker for my foundation, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna finish my eyes. I'm just gonna take a black regular eyeliner and I'm just gonna tight line my waterline. Next, I'm going to take this Morphe E11 brush. It just looks like this. I'm just gonna be taking a light brown. Any light brown will do, and I'm just going to fade that onto my lower lash line. Next, with my Maybelline Mega Plush, I'm going to go over my lower lashes. Next, with this Real Technique sculpting brush, I'm going to be taking my Hello Kitty bronzer, and I'm just going to lightly carve out a line. And with my favorite brush, the Morphe R4 brush, I just pick up a little bit more product, and all I do is use circular motions and just blend that out. Of course, I'll do that the same to the other side. So again, just a tad bit more product and blend, blend, blend. Do you guys ever have that happen to you where one side you're like struggling trying to get it perfect and the other side you do it and it's like, that always happens to me. And my favorite side switch, sometimes this side's bomb and I'm like, shh, and it's done. And then this side's like my arms falling off trying to get it right. So I'm still getting used to blush. I'm gonna be using this Ulta Beauty blush brush and this Ulta Beauty set. So I'm just gonna tap off the excess and apply that to my chipmunk cheeks, and then I'm going to buff the product upwards just so it doesn't look like I just went with the blush. And same to the other side. Apply to the chipmunk cheeks and then buff upwards. Next, I'm going to be taking my favorite stippling brush. This is the large stippling brush. This is the Sigma, I'm sorry, this is the Sedona Lace 813. And I'm just going to buff that out. Once I've done that, next I'm going to apply my highlight. Today, I'm going to be going for a loose highlight. This is in the color Honeymoon from Star Crushed Minerals, and today I'm going to be using a fan brush for it. This is the Morphe R12. I highly recommend the loose pigment highlights from Star Crushed Minerals just because their color selection is... So I'm just going to lightly apply my highlight. I'm not going to spray Fix Plus or anything. I'm just going to lightly add that onto my nose, lightly add that onto my Cupid's bow. It's a pretty banana color. It has, I spilled some on my finger. I don't know if you can see it right there, but it's a very pretty highlight. Once I'm done with that, I go back in with my Sedona lace brush and I just lightly buff that out. just so there's no harsh lines or anything. The lip I'm going to be going for today is a red lip. I usually always do a red lip for 4th of July, so that's why. The lip liner I'm going to be using is from Colourpop. It is in the color Bitchette. Sorry. With my lip liner, I only go back in and I will blend in the top. Once I'm done with that, I'm going in with Colourpop and the I Love Sarai collab in the color Arriba, which is the perfect red of life. If you don't have it, you should go get it. Okay, my love, so that is it for this video. I really love the way the foundation looks on my face after I set it with the translucent powder, and which is this one, and the no filter sheer press powder on my cheeks. I definitely, as of right now that I just applied my face, I give all these a 2 thumbs up, 2 high fives. Everything is a go. Go purchase these. I highly recommend them. I will go ahead and come back obviously later today after I've worn my face for a good 5 to 6 hours. And once at the end of the day, I'm gonna let you all know what I think, how it soaked into my skin, if it oxidized, so on and so forth. So I'll go ahead and put that at the end of the video. But as of right now, I am very impressed. High five to Colourpop again. You all are amazing. You all are my absolute favorite. That hasn't changed. You all continue to just prove why you're my favorite. So if you haven't checked out these products, I highly recommend them as of right now. Hopefully by the end of the day, I will still have a very positive thought about them. So we'll see. I'll be back a little bit later to let you all know what I think. In the meantime, have a very wonderful day. Have a safe 4th of July. Don't drink and drive. Be safe with fireworks, all that good stuff. Be with family. Enjoy. Love life. I love you all. I'll see you all later on today. Okay, my loves, I am back. So it has been 7 hours since I've had this foundation on. I have not touched up whatsoever. I have been running around. We grilled, we cooked, we ate, we watched a movie, we went outside on the balcony, we were popping fireworks, all that good stuff. Of course, it is super, you know, dewy on my T-zone, but I usually get like that anyway, just because that is how my skin normally gets on my T-zone. So I really like the way this foundation turned out. Of course, right now it looks okay as far as, you know, the color, but in person, not so much. I'm gonna go ahead and get a shade darker so it just matches my neck a little bit more. And I think my makeup looks pretty good after a full day of, you know, running around. And it is very warm outside, so we've been out there for a good hour, maybe an hour and a half. And this is what it looks like. So I'm very pleased. I highly recommend the foundation. I'll be using it in a tutorial once I get the correct color. I already gave the other one to my sister that I used earlier this morning in my video. Ignore my hot Cheeto hands. I don't know if you can tell, but thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, a fun and safe one. I love you all. I will see you in my next makeup tutorial. Peace out.